What is express entry? How do people actually relocate to Canada through express entry? Yes, I get these questions most of the time from my followers. They ask this question, and I just want to break it down here with this video. So, express entry is not a visa, it's not even a program, it's an online system that the Canadian government created to manage applications for permanent residents. So, the permanent resident is short formed PR. So, let's explain it further. Just like in a pool of qualified candidates, where is a pool where qualified candidates are kept. So from time to time, the Canadian government will pick from that pool to invite people to apply for the permanent residence. So let's look at how it works. First of all, you create a profile. You enter your details like your age, your education, maybe your first degree, your master's, your PhD, as the case may be, your work experience, your language scores. So for the language scores, you're expected to have either IELTS, which is the International English Language Testing System, or the CELPIP, which is the Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program, or TELF, which is the Test de Evaluation de Français, that is for French speaking. So if you actually want to learn French, study French, and have it as a second language, it's TEF you can take with the inclusion of the English test you have. So having TEF will also give you extra points when you enter that pool. Then you get a CRS score. So that's comprehensive ranking system. So based on the details you put in, your scores on at least 1,200 point scale called the CRS. So the higher your score, the better your chances of being picked. So when you enter the pool, once your profile is complete, you have put in all your documentation, your details, all you need, all your details, like I've mentioned before, you are in the express entry pool. Together with other people, thousands of people that are in that pool nationwide, worldwide now. So the draw happen from time to time. So the IRCC, that's the Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada, conduct draws with a selective cutoff score. So if your score is above the cutoff in the draw, you receive an invitation to apply, what we call the ITA for the permanent residence. So when you receive that application to apply, you are expected to submit your applications within 60 days. And that means you make sure that all your documents, requirements is submitted, you pay the fees, you do your medicals, your biometrics, your police certificates, and all within that 60 days. So after the application is submitted, you now wait for decision. So the decision, if it is made, your application, everything has been checked out, you get a congratulatory message. You and your family get permanent residence. So now, what you don't know is this: express entry is competitive. It's not just having a degree or your age or language score or work experience or even whether you studied or worked in Canada can affect the CRS score. There are different categories, like the French speakers, like I mentioned before. There is the health workers, there is the tech workers, there is the trade, there is the education, that's the teachers. So sometimes people with lower CRS score get picked if they are in demand. For instance, for French, if you have the second language and let's say your score is 350 and that is the cutoff they are looking for, people with French, you will get picked. So that at times it's good to know the pathway to follow and the one that is trending at that period. They also consider proof of funds is really required, highly required. So you understand the number of your, or the makeup of your family, how many people are joining you for that application. So there's a link you go through to find out the proof of funds per each family. So I also advise before you even start submitting your application, make sure that proof of fund you already have them in your account so that it won't look like you just got it and you started. So it's always good that your proof of funds should be there before you submit your document so that when they do their checks, they'll find out that yes, you really have the proof of funds to travel. Yeah, and also when you hear that people say I got PR through express entry, it means that they entered the system, got picked from the pool, and successfully completed all the steps. So it sounds so simple, right? But it's a journey. It involves a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, money, and prayers. So don't just enter the pool blindly. Learn what scores, what you need to know so that you plan properly. And another thing I just want to add is that express entry is not luck, it's strategy. It's something that can actually, if you do it properly and take it step by step, you accomplish it. Thank you so much. I hope this I have made some one or two persons to understand, the process, and you can share the video and like as well. Thank you.